The Garcias, right? We had a great setup. Like our game plan was amazing.
But you didn't finish with them, right?
No, we had a bad breakup.
Ortiz.
But like, with Joel Diaz. But the most battle tested and someone I'd prefer to go to war with, Joel.
Which was in India.
It's just crazy. I can't explain it. But I'm sure you know when you go. Well, going to war with anybody, say you're going to go throw down with somebody. You know the guys that are down, and you know the guys that are kind of wishy-washy, right?
Yeah.
And their like approach might not be the best. They might not have like the best ideas, but you know that they're going to be there, and they're the kind of guy you want in your corner, right?
For sure.
And same thing with the coach sometimes. And me personally, when you get in your hardest moments, you want someone that's been there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And this is no disrespect to anybody that hasn't played the game or fought. But in my experiences, someone that's been in there and tasted the canvas or tasted punches, compared to someone who hasn't, just studied from the outside, they can't relate. It's just a different game.
Yeah, especially like in situations where it's like it's about your health or your well-being.
They know when to push and they know when to pull back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And someone that doesn't know what like I'm telling you, there's punches I've taken, and it's like a stinging, it's a burning. It's weird. I can't explain it. And but if Monte comes to me, one of my guys comes to me and is like, bro, I'm fucking getting hit this way and I'm feeling this kind of pain. I'm already gonna know what to do. Hey, you're not taking the punches well, get the fuck out. Get your feint back to the feint, right? Create space. If I walk to someone that's never taken a punch in his life and I'm like, fool, this is not feeling, he's like, well, go. They can't tell you, right? Yeah. Push through it. And pushing through it is usually never the answer.
Yeah.
Unless we're like in the 12th round and we're looking, like I said, we're getting paid $1 million fight or for a belt, and we're like, hey, fool, lay it on the line, bro. Like, who knows what's gonna like push through that shit. Your leg hurts, fuck it, go.
Yeah.
But it's just it's weird. It's just people. It's just different. I'm not gonna say levels, just different experience.
Yeah, no, I feel that. I got coached in college by a coach.
Oh yeah, you played football. You know what it is.
Yeah, he never played though.
And he was good though, right?
He was a good coach, but how do I explain it, man? It was fucking weird. Like it was just things that we just like, not necessarily me and him, but it seemed like he couldn't relate to.
No, can't.
Players.
Can't.
You know, to an extent.
But on the outside, their brain. I mean, they're like smarts is bad. Like they know their shit. But yeah. And you're like, okay, that's cool. Yeah. But then I'm feeling this, and like, well, and what does that feel like? They can't tell you, right?
Yeah, no, they can't. You know, or you tell them like situations that you're getting into.
Yeah. So if I'm gonna say probably Bob Davidson was badass. He died, so I didn't really get to see him like I didn't really get to a good level where he's at. But most of what I teach now is based off what he taught me. All the offline punching with the hip, moving the heads, the elusiveness, the feigning. The feet in, out, in, out. That's all Bob. In, out, circle. I mean, cross blocking, catching, boom, boom. Here. That's all Bob.
So would you say that that's kind of like where your style derived from, or would you say that it's more so like you took what you learned and then you also look what you saw what you didn't like?
Yeah, yes. I was like, my grandma always said, be a sponge, right? Keep what you like, squeeze out what you don't, right? So like, and try to get as much from everybody as much as like info from everyone that you can, because you never know when you're gonna need it, right? And that's kind of why I teach now my guys. I just try to throw so much at them, and they're only gonna retain like 5 to 10% of what I give them, but that 5 to 10% can be what they need at the moment where they're gonna get hit with a big shot and slipped. They liked it, they stuck with it, it stuck to them. And it could be a big like opportunity as far as a win or whatever the case is, right? To survive. But I had so many good coaches, to be honest. Like Larry Ramirez was badass. He started the in and out with me. Even though they were a lot more aggressive, his son was a piece of shit, but like he was more about getting there and brawling and showing how Mexican you are and shit. But Larry was always 1-2 out, 1-2 out. That's where I got that from Larry, right? Then Bob was more like, it was like another level. Offline, double jab offline, get the 2 offline, circle out, feint, circle back out, 2 steps in circle. Then when I went to Max and Don, a lot more feints, a lot more distance. Distance, that's where I really learned distance, was from them. So, but they didn't know anything about real defense. No catching, they don't know how to turn over punches. They didn't know about extension. They just knew game plan. Right? So like, don't risk, touch and go, win the first rounds, and then we pick it up as we get to the later rounds. But it was more of, like you said, like analytic kind of shit, right? But it was badass. It was genius. You sit down and break down film with them, it was badass. Like they're gonna tell you what they want you to work on, game plan. That's all it was game plan, right? And conditioning. Like, I ran my fastest mile with Max. I think it was a 4:50. Bro, and you see how I know you've seen me run. So like, conditioning was insane. Like, I was running 10 miles every other day, Tuesday and Thursday, and then I do four all the way through the week of sprints. Like, dude, Max had us in great shape. We were beyond. So like, conditioning and game plan was there, right? Then when I went to Indio, it was more about head movement, right? Hands at home, catching, using the hips and the feet when you step and twist.
Yeah.
Because I didn't really, I'd forgotten when I went up north, I'd forgotten a lot about twisting. So like, I was punching like against my body, and I'd even like developed like a fatty tumor from punching the wrong way over and over. It was like tearing up the cartilage or something, like they said, and it was like tearing my rotator, a bunch of shit. So from not punching right. So when I went to Indio, that's when Joel was like, nah, bro, you got to turn that hip. You need to extend those punches all the way out. This, right? So, and it was more about push too. He was about go, push. So he made me a little more aggressive. I learned how to punch the body better. So like, yeah, if you look at my style now, it's just a mixture of all that. It's pretty badass.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I've been here for a couple of years and I've been having fun.
Mm-hmm.
I fell in love with the sport. Like, even because I was training MMA, like I told you, when I was younger. Like, I trained MMA when I was young, like in high school, and like I had fun there too. You know, just like kind of learn how to use my body and you know all of that. But it was something about boxing that like was addicting to me. I think it was maybe because I